I mean, because one of the things for me is like, it's kind of a new direction for unions in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I went on a course at Ruskin for a week up in the early 90s, and it was an obscure subject then.
Yeah.
You know, it was, in fact, it was almost about how can we make environmental concern relevant to the trade union movement.
Yes.
And it was actually a struggle because you were regarded as a sort of middle class tinkering about at the edges of what actually mattered, and now it seems to have become more central to the union.
I think that was the sort of problems I looked at the start, is how this actually fits in with the trade union movement and how you can actually engage with trade unions, with this being the forefront. It was first come to light that we were looking at green reps, which, yes, it's a good thing within existing workplaces, but again, with no rights, what added value can they actually give to an employer that's not going to give them the time off, that's not going to give them the paid release? And with obviously the government looking at trade union activities at the moment and trying to cut some more powers away from trade union activists, is a green rep going to be something that's really going to be on an employer's mind that we need this? Or is it going to just be a case of they will employ somebody, as they have done under health and safety, as competent? So do they need a green rep? So it was looking at how we can actually engage in trade unions, and I think that's where this project came along. And again, because we're talking about education, it was, well, union learning reps are part of delivering education and upskilling members of their existing workforce. And it was seen as this could be the way in for trade unions. Again, we've always seen ourselves as quite forthcoming and at the forefront within education, with employers and the hard-to-reach sectors. So this is an opportunity again for union learning reps to take up the mantle, and obviously activists to work with the local members of the communities, work with their existing employers, and look at how that they can actually now engage in upskilling people that surround them. And obviously some of the unions such as UCAT, Unite, whose members face redundancy situations, especially within the construction industry, how can they then acquire new skills that's going to give them the edge on being able to either stay in employment or for up and coming employment within the green sector? How can they be the people that can start taking on that work? As we know at the moment, the employment opportunities haven't sort of kick-started to what the government thought they would under the Green Deal, and obviously some of that, as we know, has been due to the cuts in the feed-in tariffs. But again, it's about making sure that when it does start, that our existing members or unions are actually involved in being able to deliver and get people trained up to the right levels. And obviously working with the local communities is a great way of helping deprived areas kickstart their economy within that boroughs, to help that bring it up into something that's actually a workable society and try and get it out of poverty.
Great, that's, that's great.
Where'd that come from?
That's great, good stuff.